Okay, how can you display code on your blog without it being rendered? I had a lot of trouble with this earlier on. I had a WordPress blog, and I often wondered how you could do it. I tried all different ways. Lately, I've finally found a way of doing it, so I'm looking at one of my old blog posts now. Now here, I'm explaining how you use audio controls. Here you can see how I'm showing HTML. Now the problem is, how do you actually display that without it being rendered? I've had a lot of problems with that. So, if you've had the same problem, this is how it's done. I'm going to look at the HTML now. Okay. So here we have the HTML for that audio tag that I was displaying. So, first of all, you need a pre tag. That means pre-formatted. So anything you put in there will retain its white space. So if you had a P for paragraph or something, it will just the browser will ignore the white space. So you need pre-formatted opening and closing tag there. Next tag you need is code. You're telling the browser you're showing some computer code. So there's the opening tag, and there is a closing code tag. So here we have audio control. On the blog, that would be seen as a HTML tag. Now, instead of left and right bracket, we use this. So that's for the left bracket, the @ sign, LT semicolon. For the right bracket, @GT semicolon. So that's LT and GT. So the G and the L are the difference. L for left, G is for the right one. So it's the same with these. That's going to be source tag and another source tag. So that's how it's done. There's another one here. Okay, I don't want to look at that yet, I'll get confused. So that's a way of doing it. Let's look at the compose again. The visual. And there you are. A way of displaying HTML on if you want to explain some sort of code, HTML or JavaScript, as you might have known, as you might have tried, you try that in a paragraph and it will just render it. It's just going to read the HTML. Instead of displaying it, it's just going to read it. I had a lot of problems with that. Finally found a way of doing it. So that works. I'll continue that by using another example. So let's take that out just to make it easy. Copy that, and we'll try it on another editor here. One I'd already prepared, an online editor. So I'm going to paste that in. Now, so as I said, that's the left and right bracket. If I run that, on this side, you see it's displaying it. The opening tag, audio controls, audio. So, what if I wanted to display H1 rather than have another header 1? How do I actually display HTML tags? So let's try that as well. No, done the wrong thing. Oh dear. Messed up my plan there. Okay. Go back and try that. Click the wrong thing. It's alright, it's alright. Well, just paste that in again. That was an error I made there. Right. What I want can do it. Right. Pre, I'm just going to type it in instead. Code to show computer code at LT where is semicolon? There. H1. GT semicolon. So I think I need a closing code and closing pre-formatted. Closing pre-formatted. So by doing that, I'm going to display a H1. So if I run that now, and there you are. So I could put something like this is a header tag closing paragraph text. If I wanted to explain what a H1 was, this is a header tag, run. This is a header tag. Because otherwise it will just render it. So I think that sort of explains it a little bit, how you can actually show the HTML tags on your blog or your website. You need the pre-code, pre-format. That keeps all the spaces. Like here is like some white space. Here is, as you can see here, there is a distance between left. There's a margin, left and it. So that retains it, the pre retains it. The code tells the browser it's computer code. And that's for the left and the right bracket. So I hope that makes sense. I had a lot of problems trying to display code last year, trying to get it all to work. But that's the exact way to do it. So you need these are HTML, but pre-code. You need both those and those for the brackets. And there you are, H1. That's a header tag. If you're writing a blog and talking about HTML and want to display it, yeah, which you might have encountered a problem on. Okay, hope that helps.